The fade and the complement to the fade, the back shoulder fade, has become a huge part of college throw offenses in the last 15 years, primarily because the style of defenses that you see nowadays. No longer do defense coordinators want to give quality quarterbacks, quality receivers, something called free access. So if Reggie's the corner, he's off, those are free access throws. And in the West Coast offense, that's what it's built off. Timing, getting the ball out. How do you disrupt that? Get the corner up on the receiver. Reggie's my corner. This is called bump and run press coverage. The objective is disrupt the release of the receiver, not the quarterback hold the ball and not allow that timing or free access. So let's talk about the fade. First of all, and we're going to focus on the low 10 or low red zone 10-yard line in for this demonstration. Okay, Reggie's the corner. What I want to do, I want to try to lock him inside. How do I do that? Off the drag route or off the slant, I'm going to make some kind of move inside to try to lock up the corner. The objective or sound bite of the receiver is run to win. That means the objective is to get my shoulders on top of his shoulders and eventually box out the corner for the quarterback. So I'm going to lock him up, and I'm going to try to work to get my shoulder on top of his shoulder. This is the visual. It's a split-second visual for the quarterback to see. If he sees my up shoulder above his, now it's the receiver's objective to box him out. Okay, give him the free access throw to the back corner of the end zone. The back corner of the end zone is a 4x4. We would actually shade it in or color it on the practice field because this looks like a simple throw. It's a very complicated throw that the quarterback and receiver have to be on the same page.
Coach, for us it was a 3x3 box, and we used to take a trash can every single day and spend about 15 to 20 minutes before or after practice. But you take a look at this, Justin Fields, this is executed perfectly right there, Coach, in that back end line. But the most important thing is the receiver runs to win, and then the internal clock of the quarterback. Remember, this is a split second, but how about the trajectory and the aiming point? Perfectly executed fade throw right there.
Now, the complement to the fade is something we call a back shoulder fade. So you're going against a very quality corner, and he's expecting the fade because when teams get very good at it, how do you defend it? He's going to play a little softer. So my objective is, once again, to win inside, off the slant, off the drag. He doesn't bite. He's going to keep that upfield shoulder on top of my shoulder. The key, again, is run to win. The quarterback's visual, he sees the corner's upfield shoulder above mine. This is instantaneous. As I'm working to run to the corner of the end zone, I realize that I'm no longer going to beat him. Now I'm going to expect something we call a back shoulder throw. If I was to throw my body open, I'm going to expect the ball over my right hand. This is, once again, does not look very complicated. The quarterback and receiver timing has to be on, and that takes a lot of work.
It's incredibly complicated. And two things, it's not predetermined. I'm going to say that again. It's not predetermined. You're reading the defender, as you talked about. If he's going to his low shoulder, the wide receiver stacks him, you're over the top. High shoulder, now the complicated part is our aiming point, our target is the back of the defender's helmet. And as the receiver and DB move upfield, Coach, that ball is going to be perfectly placed to the back shoulder like you're talking about.
Yeah, and Brady, to your point, from a receiver's perspective, you have to hold what we call the red line. And what that means is you keep enough width from the out-of-bounds line so the quarterback has somewhere to throw the football. Too often I see receivers kind of drifting out of bounds, and it makes the throw difficult for the quarterback.
Yeah, and also another thing, guys, KYP was a phrase we used to use in the NFL, know your personnel. When we leave the huddle, especially in the low red zone, hey, do I have Reggie Bush on one side who I know is going to be quick and get off the line and run to win? Or maybe I have a bigger, kind of a slower 6'4", 6'5" guy that changes the trajectory of my throw. You want to throw it up there. But this is just a perfect example, Brady. How about Trevor Lawrence going up to the line of scrimmage, his pre-checks, but he knows, hey, I got a big boy out there. I know where I can put this ball.
Yeah, and the key point is when you've got a bigger body wide receiver, that means you've got a little more room for error. So the trajectory of the back shoulder can change. But take a look. You can see the DB down on the bottom. He stays up top on the high shoulder. Trevor Lawrence now knows he's throwing a back shoulder fade with enough trajectory to allow T. Higgins to adjust. The thing that impresses me about this is he's in shotgun, right? It takes a lot of time for the ball to get there. You got to get the laces quick, get the ball out. I like being on the center. That way I can just get it up and out quick.
Well, let's review. And I just learned something. KYP. Thanks, Matt. Know your personnel. Number one, the quarterback must know his personnel. Number two, Reggie, the receiver must run to win. The objective is to stack the corner, free access throw for the quarterback over the top. However, the quarterback's throw is dependent upon the technique of the corner. High shoulder, back shoulder throw. Low shoulder, throw to the 4x4 box in the corner end zone. I'm going to say this, that if executed properly, this is an indefensible throw and catch.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here. College football on Fox.